What if I told you this image you're looking at never existed? Not the cat, not the sunset, not the camera, and yet it was created from just one sentence. A cat flying a plane into a sunset. Here's how it actually works. Before AI, creating visuals meant you needed tools. Photoshop, a pen, a camera. Now, you type a prompt like hyper-realistic alien landscape becomes a full-blown artwork. But what's actually happening under the hood? Let's rewind. Imagine giving a toddler millions of picture books, but instead of reading the stories, they just stare at the pictures day after day, year after year, until their brain starts to recognize patterns. That's how AI image generation is trained. We feed models like DALL-E, Midjourney, or Stable Diffusion, billions of labeled images. Each image is paired with some form of text, a caption, or even the surrounding web page. The AI doesn't understand what it's looking at. It just memorizes the visual patterns associated with certain words. It sees thousands of pictures labeled cat and starts to associate. Rounded ears in the top third of the frame. A horizontal body made of orange, black, or white patches. Specific textures, fur, whiskers, claws. Now do that for every object, angle, and style in human culture. Mountain. Jagged edges, snowtops, aerial depth, cyberpunk, neon colors, high contrast, dark urban chaos, Keanu Reeves in a banana suit. Yes, that too. When an AI model is trained, it's essentially building a statistical map, a massive lookup table of what visual features are most likely to show up for each word. For example, the word dog gets associated with things like ears, fur, tail, and paws. But it's not just a simple one-to-one map. Each word has layers of associations, connecting to dozens of traits based on its context in the training data. For example, a cat might also connect to tail, paws, and even sleeping, if it's seen in various scenarios. Humans learn by interacting with the world. We see a cat, hear it meow, feel its fur, and understand it's a living thing. AI, on the other hand, just processes pixel patterns and text. It doesn't grasp what a cat is. It just sees statistical correlations. This is where it gets really dense. The AI builds these multi-dimensional maps for every single word and feature it's trained on, creating a chaotic, crisscrossing web of probabilities. It's not thinking in straight lines. It's layering probabilities in a way that's almost impossible for humans to fully grasp. When you finally type a prompt, the AI isn't creating a scene from scratch. It's reconstructing the most statistically likely version of what that prompt would look like based on all the patterns it has memorized. It's more like autocomplete for images than true imagination. Now, here's where the magic really happens. Prompts. Think of a prompt like a chef's recipe. It's not just what you want, but how you want it served. A simple prompt like dog will give you a plain, unseasoned result. Maybe just a stock photo of a golden retriever, but add layers and you unlock the full creative power. Subject, Shiba Inu, style, cyberpunk, lighting, neon backlight, camera angle, wide shot, details, futuristic Tokyo street, neon reflections, rain-soaked pavement. Final prompt, a Shiba Inu in a cyberpunk city at night, neon backlight, wide shot, rain-soaked pavement. That's the difference between a boring snapshot and a movie poster. Here's why it works. Specificity. The more precise you are, the more likely you'll get the vibe you're aiming for. Style matching. Adding an art style, like digital painting, or photorealistic, helps the model pick the right textures and colors. So you've got the right prompt. Now what? It's time for the AI to actually create the image. Here's how it works. It starts with pure noise, like a blank TV screen full of static. Then it uses the words in your prompt as a guide, slowly refining the noise into a meaningful picture. It adds layers, color, texture, light, step by step, until what started as random chaos turns into a polished, high-resolution scene.